The following video is a Fandub of the game Obey Me. Obey Me is owned by NTT Soulmare. Please support the official release. I insist. Alright, does everyone have a glass now?
You know it! Let's do this!
Wait a second. Beel already started eating. Shouldn't someone stop him?
Well, that's all right. Why don't we go ahead and have our toast?
All right then. Here's to lifting the curse that had Lucifer and me in each other's bodies.
And congratulations to Satan on delivering a fantastic speech to the entire student body.
Cheers!
All right! Here comes the fun part!
Excuse me, I'd like to add to our order. For starters, I'll have everything on your menu from this page to this page here, thanks.
You guys realize that he's planning on devouring the restaurant's entire stock of food, right? Shouldn't we maybe stop him?
What's the harm? After all, Lord Diavolo's the one who's paying tonight!
You know, I just noticed that Levi isn't here.
Apparently, a new game showed up for him today, so he's going to stay holed up inside his room for a while. Unbelievable. Diavolo himself personally invited him to this celebration, and he's not even going to show up?
Maybe you should have gone over there and dragged him back here with you, Lucifer, to avoid bringing shame to Lord Diavolo.
If you hope to serve as my representative from now on, then errands like that are as much your responsibility as mine, Satan.
Oh?
What? What's going on?
Wait. It can't be. Did you switch bodies again?
No. You aren't gonna tell us that the curse didn't really go away, and you've been in each other's bodies this whole time, are you?
I'm afraid that appears to be the case, yes. Satan, what do you think happened exactly?
Beats me. Why don't you try asking Lord Diavolo for his exalted opinion? That's what you always do anyway, Lucifer.
Wait a minute. Who's who here?
I'm putting my money on them having lifted the curse. But then after the speech, they touched the forbidden book and switched places again.
Well, I'm going with them only pretending that the curse was lifted, but in truth it never was. That's my bet.
It's all fine and good placing bets. But how exactly do you plan to figure out what's really true?
You know, I've never seen Lucifer look so relaxed. We have you to thank for this, Yuki. Among other things. Lucifer told me that you've been a big help these last few days. Clearly, we made the right choice selecting you to come to the Devildom as our exchange student. To be honest, I wasn't actually the one who chose you. There was a huge stack of papers listing countless candidates for the program, and out of all of them, Lucifer picked you. I simply gave my approval. That's all. You see, Yuki, I believe that all of us have a mission in life. Mine is to bring progress and stability to the Devildom, the celestial realm, and the human world. Something happened once. Something that made me firmly believe that. It's possible that your mission in life is to influence Lucifer and his brothers in some way. Whatever influence you do end up having, I hope it turns out to be beneficial to them.
So, you'll never believe what Levy did next. What? Hey! Beel! I see you eating as you walk! What is that anyway?
Food from the restaurant we were just at. I brought some plastic containers so I could secretly sneak some out with me.
Sorry, but there's nothing secret about a quantity of food that enormous. It's super conspicuous.
Well, he did order so much food that the person working at the restaurant was crying when we walked out. Yo, Lucifer, Yuki, what's the big idea, huh? Pick up the pace, or we're gonna leave you behind!
Don't yell, Mammon. Just go on ahead. We'll catch up with you. Why does he always have to be so loud anyway? So, Yuki, what were you and Diavolo talking about back at the restaurant? So that's what you were discussing. There wasn't actually any particularly deep or meaningful reason for your selection. I was fed up with going through the list of candidates. A huge stack of them. And that's when a breeze suddenly blew into the window, scattering the list into the air. One of them just happened to fall at my feet. The list with your name on it. And that's all there was to it. Are you disappointed to hear that it wasn't because you're special? Really? Because the look on your face says you're not at all happy right now. Oh? It's from Levy. Before I forget, there's one thing I'd like you to know as long as we're on the subject. Though you weren't selected to come to the Devildom due to any special abilities on your part, you are somewhat special to me on a personal level.
Come on. Hurry. Come on, Lucifer, pick up! If you don't hurry, then it won't be long before he shows up here in my room. Ah!
Levy? It's me. Is something wrong? Hey. Levy. Are you there? Did you find Levy?
No. He wasn't anywhere Yuki or I looked, at least. Are you certain that it was Levy that called you earlier?
Yes, it was definitely him. The call was from his DDD, and I heard him scream just before we got cut off. It was his voice, I'm sure of it.
But after searching the rest of the house and coming back, we found his DDD laying on the ground, while Levy himself was nowhere to be seen.
Hey, we took a look around the house. No Levy anywhere.
I take it he hasn't come back here to his room yet?
Then where is he?
He probably decided to go out somewhere. Seems plausible.
Yeah, I bet he went out to some store to wait in line all night for whatever new game or DVD is coming out tomorrow. That's gotta be it, right?
Ooh, yeah. He would do something like that. When Lucifer heard him scream before the call got cut off, I thought maybe something had happened to him, you know? Ugh, I got worried over nothing.
You'd think he'd leave his DDD here in his room, though?
He probably just forgot about it.
Well, I guess that settles it. Looks like we can call off the search.
Actually, wait a minute. What about Beale? Where did he go?
What?
Ugh, I've had just about enough of this. In case you weren't aware, staying up late is the bane of healthy skin.
Fine, you go sleep. The rest of us will stay up looking for Levy and Beale.
Wait, no, I didn't say I wouldn't keep looking for them.
I don't know about Levi, but Beale at least has to be somewhere inside the house. We'll split up and search for him. Satan and Yuki, you're with me.
Hey, whoa! What's up with that? If we're splitting up, then it should be Lucifer, Satan, and Asmo in one group, and me and Yuki in the other.
Ugh. Who cares, Mammon? Come on, moron. Let's go.
Hey, what? Hey! Asmo, you bastard! Don't drag me by the scruff of my neck! I ain't a cat! Ah!
We should get moving too. Something's not right here. Lucifer, what's going through your head?
I was thinking about the stories they used to tell the House of Lamentation.
What a coincidence. So was I.
I have to say they're pretty interesting. If you're curious to hear about them, I'm happy to oblige. It was long ago, back before this place was even called the House of Lamentation. This house was built on the outskirts of a village in the human world. At the time, a married couple and their 7 children lived there, along with one servant. At first glance, they appeared to be a happy, well-off family that enjoyed living out in the country. However, one day everything changed. The older son came running to the village constable's office looking very pale. Then, he delivered a horrifying piece of news. Our servant, he murdered everyone in my family and then took his own life. So the constable's men went back to the house with them. Once inside, they were greeted by a ghastly sight. Every person in the family had been murdered, each in a different way, and in a different location. And the servant, well, he was found in his room, hanging from a rope around his neck. The constable concluded that, for whatever reason, the servant must have plotted to kill his masters and take his own life. And since the perpetrator was now dead, they decided that the case was closed. However, sometime later, several facts came to light that gave rise to new doubts. First, the only person who wasn't killed, the oldest son, had been on extremely bad terms with his siblings. And he had purchased a gun just like the one used in the murder shortly before they occurred. Also, the postman witnessed the servant and the oldest son arguing prior to the killings, which led people to think that maybe the oldest son was the true killer. Perhaps the servant had tried to stop him, but ended up being killed in the process. And then, the oldest son had him strung up by his neck to make it look like he committed suicide. In the end, the truth never came to light. For several years afterwards, the oldest son lived in the house by himself, until he eventually died of old age. Even after he died, unsettled rumors about the house continued to swirl. It was supposed to be vacant, and yet people claim to have seen several figures moving about inside at night. They said they could hear voices of people arguing and screaming. So, at some point, the house was given a name. The House of Lamentation, they called it.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that as fearless as you seem to be, even you get scared sometimes. You live amongst some of the most infamous demons in the Devildom, and yet it's the thought of some random ghosts that scare you. Anyway, I know this isn't the best time for me to ask this, but Yuki, would you agree to a pact with me? I don't see why you're so surprised. Lucifer, just so we're clear, I'm not doing this out of some desire to make you angry. It's not about that.
I know. That much I can tell just from the look on your face.
Yuki, a lot has happened these last few days, and... I can't do this with you standing right there, Lucifer. Give us a little privacy, okay? I don't want you hearing this.
Yuki, it's not often I see Satan in a state like this. And actually, I don't think I've ever seen him like this.
Lucifer!
Alright, alright. I'll respect your wishes, Satan. I'll be over here if you need me.
Thanks. Where was I? A lot has happened these past few days, and after everything we went through, I made a decision. I decided that I won't let who Lucifer is and what he does bother me anymore. You heard what Grisella said. You have to accept the hand fate deals you, no matter what. What matters is how you handle it. I can't go back and change the circumstances of my birth, but how I choose to live my own life has nothing to do with Lucifer. It's funny. When I say it like that, it all sounds so simple. The entire reason I was able to face my issues is because of you, Yuki. You're the one who helped me to be honest with Lucifer. And with myself as well. You want to make a pact with me, don't you? Well, it just so happens that I don't like owing people favors. So, if this ends up helping you, like you helped me, then I'd like to make a pact with you, okay? Come on. No need to get that excited. All right. Time for me to go ahead and take the oath. I am Satan, Avatar of Wrath. I pledge myself to you, Yuki, that we may be bound by an unbreakable pact. This I swear to you on both my name as well as the very blood that runs through my veins. I don't know why, but suddenly I feel a little embarrassed.
What was that?
Sounded like Mammon and Asmo to me.
Those screams came from the portrait room. Come on, let's go.
Doesn't look like anyone's in here.
But it was definitely them we heard just now, wasn't it?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Let's head upstairs. I'll take the lead.
Yuki, you follow behind Lucifer. I'll bring up the rear. Something's not right.
Indeed.
First Levi, then Beal, and now Mammon and Asmo have vanished too. Could they be hiding somewhere? Or could it be that...
Hey, Satan? What's going on? Yuki, Satan was right behind you, wasn't he? But now he's vanished as well. I guess that leaves only the two of us. Everyone's gone except for you and me. What do you think is going on, Yuki? Yes, I thought so. In spite of all the terrible things that are said to have happened in this house, I've never once seen a ghost in all my time living here. I've never experienced anything like this up to now. Which means that it's unlikely that whatever is happening is being caused by the house itself. Levi was the first to disappear, wasn't he? Let's head back to his room. What's wrong? If you're feeling scared, I'd be happy to hold your hand. I like that you're not afraid to say how you feel. It's a good quality to have. Alright, let's get going. It doesn't look like Levy's back. Is there anything here in his room that you find interesting? So you find something interesting about his monitor? I don't believe it. He left his PC running. What am I going to do with him? Oh wait. Maybe it wasn't intentional. Perhaps he didn't have time to turn it off because whatever happened to him was very sudden. Come to think of it, you mentioned something about a new game arriving for him from Acquisition, didn't he? Let's see, where did he leave the packaging? Ah, I'm guessing this is it. The Demon House. Definitely sounds like a horror game. A cursed house with an ominous past. It is said that an entire family was once murdered inside these walls. Now suddenly, one by one, the people you live with are starting to disappear. Can you handle the fear? How foolish. It describes the exact situation we're in right now. Levy's been making a bad habit of going out and buying himself these strange games. It seems that somehow this game is creating the scenario we find ourselves in now, doesn't it? We've managed to get out of one game world, and now here we are in yet another one. So, what do you think we should do? Another one? Still, it doesn't look like that's our only option at this point. For now, I suppose we should go ahead and try to complete the game and see what happens. Alright, let's see if we can find a guide online. Hey, I found something here. A Demon House Super Simple Wiki. Winning strategies for even the most inept. In order to complete the game, you must defeat the demon that serves as the final boss. It says the boss's name is Lucifer. How ridiculous. They must think they're very funny naming him that. That means I'm the boss and you're the player character. The rest of my brothers have vanished, leaving only you. Which means you must be the main character. So essentially, if you can defeat me, you'll win the game. Alright, and how exactly do you do that? Hold on. There's a page here on how to get the true ending of the game. A super simple guide to achieving the true ending. There are a number of conditions that must be satisfied. But if you can manage to do it, you'll be treated to a romantic ending where you and Lucifer actually fall in love. Oh, come on. So this is what it comes down to then. If we hope to get everyone who's disappeared back, we have to finish this ridiculous game. And to do that, you have to defeat me, since I'm the final boss. Either that or we have to fall in love with each other. Though it should technically be possible for you to defeat me, I can't say with confidence that I wouldn't retaliate by reflex. And if I cause your death because of something like that, I'd never be able to face Diavolo again. So, it would seem that our only choice is to fall in love with each other. Honestly, why does he always have to go and buy such strange games? I looked at every website imaginable for answers, but This game has only just been released, so apparently, there still aren't any strategies anywhere on how to achieve that ending. Listen, Yuki, I was thinking, what if we simply leave things as they are? That wouldn't be so bad, right? If we decide to give up now, then it would only mean that the others would return to us, right? I mean, do we really need those guys anyway? Right. Guess we don't have a choice. So, why don't we try starting with the fundamentals of love and then go from there? If you want to start developing feelings for someone, you both need to start by getting to know each other. Isn't that right? So, I'll ask you some questions. And you should answer honestly. Understood? How do you really feel about what's going on right now? Yes, the feeling is very much mutual. Alright then, next question. Which one of us brothers are you interested in? Well then, that's very convenient. Now, this time you get to ask me a question. You may never get another chance to do this, you know. So make sure you choose your question carefully. My past experiences with love. You really want to hear about that? Well, what would you rather hear about? Everything up to 5,000 years ago, or everything from the last 5,000 years? Either way, just giving you a synopsis alone should take about 100 years, I'd say. Of course, that's assuming I can remember each one of them. Oh, don't look at me like that. I was only joking. Anything else you'd like to ask? What do I think of humans? Oh no. I don't think that's really what you want to ask. What you really mean is, what do you think of me? Right. What do I think of you? Good question. Well, you're an exchange student from the human world. When you first arrived, I thought that all I had to do was to make sure that you survived a year here without any incidents, being careful to ensure that you didn't get yourself eaten by some random demon somewhere. But it didn't turn out to be so easy. You did what you wanted, unafraid of the consequences. And you constantly stick your nose into others' business. And in the end, you began to make pacts with my brothers one by one. Why did you do that anyway? You said that you wanted me to recognize your worth, but what's your real purpose? What are you trying to achieve long term? To be completely honest, you've been a real pain to deal with. But you're also very special. More special than you are difficult. You're changing me. And my brothers as well. Yuki, the truth is that Is there anything else you'd like to ask? What did you say? Wait. Don't tell me that you actually met with him. That you went to that room. And you met Belphie? You went up those stairs, didn't you? You knew you weren't allowed to, but you did it anyway. You went up there and you met Belphie. Do you really find it so amusing to poke your nose into our business at every opportunity? Do you really enjoy stirring up trouble that much? You, a mere human, you don't have a right!
Stop! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Wait a minute!
Wow, is it me? Or does this situation look genuinely serious?
Is, like, an actual battle going on here? It totally is, isn't it?
All of you out of the way. I'm going to tear that human limb from limb.
Whoa! We're not about to step out of the way and let you do something like that!
That stuff about Belphie. What's going on? Are you saying that Belphie isn't up in the human world? That he's actually upstairs? In the attic? That you locked him in there? Answer me, Lucifer! Now!
What? Wait, what? Is it just me? Or does Beelzebub look like he's about to blow up too?
Beelzebub, how would you like one of my prize Samurai Kitty super sweet manju buns, huh? They taste perfect. You know?
Levy, we're way past the point where we can distract him with food!
Lucifer!
Out of my way!
Beelzebub!
What? Lucifer? What do you think you're doing? How could you hurt Beelzebub?
Quiet! All of you, get out of here right this!
You!
How can this be?
Well, hello there, brothers. I can't tell you how much I missed you.
Belphie!
Ah, humans, you've made it to the end. Fantastic. Well now, if you enjoyed your time with us, consider subscribing to Otome Live. And if you'd like to get a closer eye of what happens behind the scenes, you can support us on Patreon. In the meantime, the doors to the Devildom remain open to all of you. And we wait with open arms. And you wouldn't want to keep us waiting now, would you?
Everybody 踊れお前のスタイルにもっと始まるぜ完璧なショー It's not the trick or baby It's party party time Christmas school of things 目が火が毛が歌えお前の全てをもっと上がってきなシェア the stage It's not the trick or honey It's party party